Other for at the same. Me did this on way. Me so me way pa. Osum for Dominic in Siasari. When we say me nyat na medwa mu sei. Na me fa makonwa kase atena so. Ai. Okoji aman baba akope. Raja baba akope. Akenje Razel. Ne baba akope. Razel baba akwa. Onfa ni ndiagro. Akenje Rafael baba akwa. Onfa ni ndiagro. Abofo nyina ba. Abofo pempem ba. Fa makonwa na metena so sei ya. Na yesunsum sem enam de bero. Na yesunsum nkomo enam ne ubedi. Na ya tenten ya pom. I say sometimes, when we get to learn certain angelic things now, I be to say a kind of exercise. Asem, a altar creating, altar creating, and as altar creation. How to create an altar, and once something that no bekan. Nipa bebre na enim altar so mfa so, and as omunim adempo your friend altar. And no ancha children and medu befim. Say na be obeti ase no mfa so e wo mu say onipa da sani bia no ehia se obenya altar e wo dem e wo fie e ho e na oni ososo hini twadi ampo e bedi nko e ho e na oni abofo e wo bompo nimpo internet me be chiro the importance of creating an altar. Dey yenti a e wo say we create altar and no jumedie e na me ba be chiro. Edikan ye kasa altar ye den altar ye a scarce place ye tena ho ene nyankopon ana say any spiritual being any communication. So an altar is a scarce place or a purified place. We sit or we do communication to an invisible being, or we do communication to beings that can be helpful to us. Inti the case altar, not altar and church, simple in your car, you're creating a short to say a place of prayer, and I say a place of refuge, a walk and a friendly altar. Now your altar more I would be brave, but my classify into two major parts of altar. Your positive altar and your negative altar. You cast a positive altar and they say altar your intentions are the and the vampire and the air will be an air for positive energy. Say and your papa near betting and the about and your altar swa yen intentions are creating in nano air for negative purpose. Say ye day and more bonny and about attracting more bonny about and one of the major two types of altar that I can talk of. Now you can see a breaking it down into different categories and also the breakage and I maybe be among your ancestral altar. Ancestral altar is your altar you're creating just to have communication with our ancestors, to show us the way, the path they pass to, where they are from, and where you as a person live, where you are going, and no any from ancestral altar. And we are purposely to communicate with our ancestors. Abbas asisu no mo kono. And no any creating sa altar no. Afe your angelic altar. Angelic altar is purposely for communication of angels. What creates only above for Benya Kitamu? What creates only above for Benya Anyanko Fossunko? What creates only above for the bomb punimpu? What creates say when you are above for a bedi juma and then you find angelic altar. Now the next one swa yet to me creating a biome a general altar. General altar is you have created it for every purpose. Bia open say would it biara and now purposely for a bia one case of well-being. Now I don't probably not create altar. And sometimes in a new altar also no, it should be very important to us because I don't have negative or positive energy at the brain. Say a normal altar also no say and yet normal edimua it can never attract good and positive energies or angels or ancestors to you. And then the church or who create altar, you need to get or you need to know. Any affair we create here, the child no maybe and was that will impart or an invocation you need to do to make sure that the altar becomes powerful and comes to exist. Now fear, we have 4 altars I have 4 altars at Angelic Church here. Angelic Faith Church. Huh? Oba, I have 4 altars. Men can want someone chirosa. Oba benasua. Ube what those 4 altars are meant for. All the altars have their purpose that they serve at the church premises here. They have their purpose and their mission here. Into what they at least you need one small altar. Good. Also create an altar in your house. Sometimes you can get just a small table. Don't use a rubber table for an altar. It's an insult to the spirits. And for rubber table and create altar, an insult to the spirits. Also will create an altar using a wooden table. If you have a big house and enough space, or even a room, you can get a bigger table. But who need enough space or a bigger room? You can get just a small wooden table. But me papa dia, you can buy one of them, or you can buy a small one equivalent to that. Afe ufie no hwebe bia awia no eya epaja ne mu friba. Hwebe bia awia no epaja ne mu friba. Mostly if an altar can become very powerful unless the altar is created at the eastern part of your home or your room. The eastern part na what and area no rise friba. Enti you create altar most of the time no very important say you be create altar from that direction no ediaba. Good. When you have a small table, just get something like a lace. BB is a lace now there. Fakata so very whitish. Some kind of depending the kind of altar you want to create. If you want to create an ancestral altar, sometimes you can use a red cloth or a black cloth. But if you are creating an angelic altar and it's a positive angelic altar you are creating, you can use white. But if it is not, you can use black or red. And angelic altar now so no. It will create it be a positive, but you are creating it purposely for protection. Sometimes you can use black cloth. What means black cloth? Good. Cloths now, then you create altars. No, there are many. When you come closer to me and you tell me your intentions of your altar, I will tell you the type of cloth to use. You will know maybe I create altar. When you're on table, any white cloth now, this is the next thing you need. I will say at least we need to be a friend second year or a candle stand. It's very, very important. We need to be say candle or a candle stand. It's very, very important. You need to get your candles. Sometimes if you only seek out a candle stand, you can get a small ceramic plate. I come up with a candle and the with me. You need your candles. Yes. You need your candles. This is white candle. You need your cup. Sometimes you can get a bigger cup than this. This is an angelic cup. It has an inscriptions, angelic inscriptions and some sigils on it. And this is you can get something like this, a bigger one or a smaller one like this. And I say you can get a nice new glass. Obiano mamada. And koto home use glass in Pacho. To a brand new glass. A brand new nice wine glass. But me you can use a normal brand new glass. After you need to get colognes. Now colognes no. For instance, colognes. We have so many types of colognes. Yes, you can get different types of colognes based on your intention of the altar. You can get different types of colognes. You can get different. This is Florida water. You can get different types of colognes. This is another cologne. We find that the picture that you can get different types of colognes. Then sometimes you need to get a flower. Something like a flower is also nice just to beautify the altar. But if you don't get it, don't worry. Even if you have a beautiful garden every day, you can decide to serve the altar with fresh flowers. Then you need to get crystals. If the camera can capture it very well. Sometimes you need to get crystals. Crystals, we have so many types of crystals. You see, I have these smaller types. They are all crystals. I have these smaller types. You see, yes, and I have these bigger ones, gemstones, crystals. Yes, sometimes it's very important. So when you say you can use natural stones. You can use natural stones on the altar. You can sometimes get an incense burner. This is an incense burner. It's a very nice small incense burner. Yes. Sometimes you need to get an incense burner. Sometimes you need to get a bell. It's very important. Sometimes you need to get a bell on the altar. Sometimes you need to get incense. Sometimes you can get incense sticks. This is for instance an incense stick. This is a protection incense. So sometimes you need to get incense sticks, or when you have the incense burner, you can use fire to burn the incense. And sometimes you need to get something like a handkerchief on the altar. This is a handkerchief. This is my own handkerchief made here at my church. Yeah. So sometimes you need to get a handkerchief. Maybe I have to open it so you see it. So sometimes. So this is my own handkerchief. Maybe Bia will be. Oh, Bia my handkerchief. Maybe Bia by angelic faith Bia will be. So you have a banner by angelic faith no Bia. Next time you visit me here, ask for some of my handkerchief. You need to get some small hand perfume, sometimes to purify the hand, and also. So there are a lot of things sometimes you need to get on the altar to make the altar a well-known. Sometimes wait me above for statue. Now there's so. Say if it's an ancestral altar, wait me up pictures of some of your ancestors. Maybe grandmother, grandfather, great grandparents be on Mawuko. Wait me up on my picture. No, I will fire to glass. Now they see altar also. And now I say, spirit of person in your communication, with me a picture circulating on the internet or wherever. Say an image on your altar, because sometimes it's important when you have an image on your altar. Most Christians use the picture of Jesus on their altar. I don't believe in those pictures. I believe in the name and the power in the name. But I don't believe in those pictures. So I don't keep any of those pictures on my church premises. When you come here, you can see pictures of angels around. But the picture of Jesus, no. Because I don't believe in those images. So I don't keep some here. So that is how to create an altar. And when you have this table with all these decorations and those stuffs now, that is where now you get to the invocation part. I feel that will be invoked to me. I bet in an altar. And know before you do the invocation, there are certain purifications you have to go through for some days. I was carrying your mabi, for some days. I want it, and sana when you are let me pass through the invocation process. I invoke it, and my spirit abetina altar no, and I say abetina womb, and I say abegina wachi. Send a bell altar no so now kasa. You can even start with your guardian angel, and I say any of your ancestral spirits or ancestors you know, but may invoke your move. You shall see and do a new juma. Now, Simon, when you carrying us obeying altar, say, there's a glass of babes at a glass in the other. Sometimes you need to serve them wine, you need to serve them drink. If your ancestors know, or what you see, no, not their way of worship, no more park or power. Sometimes you need to serve them wine, you need to serve them snap. Sometimes, no more alcohol. If you are not Muslims, put myself almost soft drinks like Fanta, Sprite. Sometimes you need to serve them what do you call it, water. Sometimes you need to serve them cakes. If you are spirits now, warfare on as if one. Maybe you are not pay a pancake. To say, for instance, if you are invoking Saint Expedite, if you are working with Saint Expedite, you need to always offer him pancake and a red wine and a red rose. Inti na ejina the opesa we yeso. Inti when na make akusi na say. Yes, you need an altar in your home. You need an angel beside you. You need a spirit that can direct your path. And not dear, unless you come to me. Na me do afasa process no. Kwa ya befa so be purify wo. Kwa ya befa so a e be invocations na ma. E wa sorry fie ya ne bofo no enu abenante. Enu anu na feel ko water so na okasa. It becomes so powerful. There are some altars where they have knives. There's some me altar so I have swords, I have rods on my altars. Me wo juma ni na akodi. Say my current altar baako. Obaswa, I have a strong knife. Edi ko jan na ade aye. E da so by because of Penny Michael. Any manya communications na meja ma sa kan na to ama no. Say every Samuel ko December, obi obeba me ba ho bia no. Of Penny Michael and first has kind of striking the panel. Aye, a bonny benno. The committee was a now who pay me a mental on a cumi. No, who pay me banner couldn't mental on a cuno. I mean, go see any Anton and Janessa. There be to me so, Master Temediato, and so bar, or no so for the duty. It is signed that you we are seeing, or what bon by. See, waka for number 2 years. Nakwasebi, and for the Brunia, Brunia neighbor. Now, I Brunia ba Easter ba, near common crop for yourself, my life. Somebody, I can bear 3 months, me, I could be my don't be Brunia, where I shall say the full sale and bomb muscle. To be a shiama, no pa, Macotom, a quabuson Macotom, or Mocosom first cup of Biana Cotom, 50 pesos, 20 pesos, Nipan, a mere bow. Now, I'm no papa crash and marshal, what do I do something this week? 50 pesos and 20 pesos in the share. None you pay Bianco 20 pesos, 50 pesos, not finish your life. Not the life I bear really. She and we are still, and now a say we are sitting down, they are there to your pool. In Kayadidia, near Casafuma, a darn entrami. You won't hear. Soon you, she. Might somebody be I am a tiger, might use some. She. What is your bill? That's a woman. Boom. Uboma, a baby. There's a movie. Be so much say. A himfa. And I know we shall be waffle. A himfa. And I'm them in your 2 years. A himfa. And I'm them a bamboo begina. I'm so that. Me dear. No, my brother, cost ye. Amami. Me dear. Me a smartphone. If I need you, my who go pin him in our bangwa. What an anchor. Never boa. Never done than our brabram. Also, you couldn't differ. The Biamica say, Wouldn't you be and our friend are poor? A young movie Brenano, yam perceive a dear baby, a bachelor of social media. Aye, last time be some profile social media. So, do you know my wife? Do you know my kids? Do you know my home? Do you know the properties I have? Why? Because a new baby now either the today's youth, or who's a soft one that car way, or what properties way, or to me, yes, or to me, quite bad. Then said the pastor is very powerful. Into so con. So for be baby, sorry. I would see a son and what to me come and quack lon toka. What to me come and lon to fee. Because I saw no. The moment of better came, the people seem so much powerful. They will come to him. And see, and you can't have the better video. And I fear, and I'm an enemy. Yes, it's good. Sometimes you need to let people to see. You need to let people see how God has blessed you, but you need to let them see it at the right time. When the right time comes, you see everything of mine. But now, no, I won't hear me. To an amount, the phone no must see ye. Na dache also. O mana no na no beba na ka say. Adie we na ye me na dia. Adie we na ye papa dia. Eno na ye ni onyam hye. E de ma. E wo wu achi. Na nya so wu achi no. Na wo mana no na no bo ti so do. Say anko yie. E di kan fa say. Dani. Le bia me ka asam kire youth na abangan say. So wonam ti bia bi mu. Na anko yie. E ma so fo bia ndada. Say obompa ye e break una na bia wagu sunsu. Sunsu ma wagu is only in Africa. And no bia wagu dada no. Yes am bompa ye ekunu. Obaba mpaye ewo na natiri so se wo kunu no emom na bisame na odifo de na memfa mbɔ mpaye embisam na nasam na menkyerɛ because wona na no ono no na penso no na bibi nda yi oye bibi na de tu yi ento so aban wo so bibi nda yi a hwehwɛ ade kora wo so de bɛ mpaye wo de bɛ sra mpaye wo betuma na mo na afi the end and akoda yi ade am esense season bia ani de ewo tetinya nananom no mumfa gold nyahwe na gold yetiatia so abonte wasi broni beda da na sesa ni na akoi patende unya gold ketu ebi kura obobobra enti kwan ben na obefa so a sa gold ketu ano ubenya anu na so obom paye na busuanu gold ni bebi hye bebi a wona nananom a kyerɛ awonso wakofa de abobra akoni mesero hweye ewa na muntu ani ukasa yi umuso obi ye ya ono obi aya ose meso meye bi ana meso meduro na oso hwehwe kwan na kwan bia nsi ewa abrabom kwan bia da na kwan se ubehu nokore kwan no wana nteso na wafa unso bedi na sadachi udi ya ya ka me se odifo die ni ena kyerɛ me noma bi ma meso medi edo besia da foforo mesa ba mche mesa ga another episode aba mche na me bekoi na me da maboafo na ase me sponsors na me da omase sa abiri omo so masene na omo krokro me na omo gye me abamba agye me yoyoyo edo musika eno omo ahoɔden eno omo bible ede boa me na me no beka sunsum sem ene me se ewrade nti bibia bekoi enu nti me kasa me sponsors na ase me kacha me sponsors na ase me mama yiko ewo emwapa omode bo ma abiribia wonso me da wase sa abiribia no me ba wonja me sa wotina wa fidie wu na ohwe me wonya adaje na wotie me na wotie sunsum sam ene dia me wode ma na wotum ana mo ewrade nya okese da foforo me sa de foforo aba mche me di aya baako me di ane odifo dieni anase bishop Dominic Nsiasa me da asafo a efe Angelic Faith Church Ghana ano ye Angelic Faith Societies e wo biase afa na ina ye wo sese ni wo 5 countries omo mo die ne ye society atoba Ghana ha dia e church me wo bro no efe ne se kasoa e bona me wo so pese wo machira kwan a wo de fa no mo na gu screen asem frame na ebeche baby amewo na wo so ba abe yishira ahanam de besi da foforo bye bye.